Hey guys, Amazing Ampharos here, picking back up with my Final Fantasy IV The Aftermath playthrough, in which I'm going to take care of the events in Kaipo and try to advance the plot as much as I can after. The potion's the only hidden item, and while I could just go straight to the end, I'm going to pay some respects to Tella's grave, just to see what little character development I can squeeze out of this town. Unfortunately, the hooded man ends up being pretty bummed about Tella, so we can really just advance the plot. However, I'm going to rethink my strategy from the last segment and give the wind spear back to Theodore. Because with a little revised strategy, this forced encounter we're about to have becomes a lot more doable. These enemies jump you much like you were jumped at this inn in Final Fantasy IV, except these are actually really dangerous enemies if you use a forced strategy. If all three attack Theodore in the first round, he's just going to die. Luckily, they've already attacked the hooded man, so I can live. Now what you want to do is use the Sleep Blade as an item, and hopefully it'll stick on all three, and it did. So then Theodore heal himself. And from here, the hooded man gets a free turn to attack. And they should bounce their turn at the same time, so use Cross Slash. It's overall much more efficient damage you can get by having both attacks at the same time. Which should finish him off. And we'll Cross Slash this time. Awake, so we need to use the Sleep Blade. As you can see, the Sleep Blade is really powerful. And it's pretty much what's going to make this and another fight we're going to have to do down the road possible. That is the end of the Hooded Man's MP, but it pretty much did its job. Let's see if Theodore finishes. Yep. Even a crit to make sure. And apparently we're going to get to go to the Kaipo Waterways, which should just be a barrel lapse. And there's really no point in milling around town. We could try to spend some of our money in the shops, and actually we're going to do that because we're going to run a lot and lose this little bit of change we have. If you saved up your money diligently, you could buy a flame sword. It's really expensive, but it is stronger than the Sleep Blade. I don't think it's worth it, because you get a better weapon in this waterway, and the flame sword costs around 14,000, which is just a ton by itself. And this waterway dungeon is about as dangerous as they come. It's extremely likely Theodore will run out of MP and get help. So we just gotta loot efficiently and keep moving. And of course, like any dangerous enemy-infested dungeon, we have these bad enemies. It's become kind of a theme for me to complain about these stupid bads in every dungeon. They really are just terrible. You're also really going to begin to pick up on some of the mechanics, where while the encounter rate doesn't change based on your level versus the enemy, the likelihood of any given encounter being a back attack does go up. And furthermore, it takes longer to run the lower your speed stat is relative to the enemy. If your speed grows with levels, that means we're going to be taking a long time to run against these powerful enemies. We do get a free heal when we get deep enough in this dungeon, so we just have to hope that Theodore's MP holds out until we make it that far. how dangerous these enemies are, it's completely worth leaving this dungeon fully, because a lot of this treasure is really powerful stuff. That was actually a really long time without encounter. And as much as I hate these bats, when it's just the bats, you actually get out pretty easy. Because the bats just waste your time. They don't actually hurt you that badly. Well, the bats are really fast, so if they accompany some of the more powerful enemies, you can be in for a really rough time. Getting poisoned again is pretty terrible because I've already used my own antidote. I'm just going to hope this damage doesn't turn out to be that bad. We do get a pretty full healing here, so that poison will be taken care of if we can live that long. Alternatively, we can get back attacked by something strong and Theodore can cure his poisoning by getting killed. And a Phoenix down is certainly worth a lot less to us than a Rivet, so that's not even a terrible outcome if that's how it ends up going down. So far, we're actually having pretty good luck with these encounters. The rate's been low, and other than getting poisoned, none of them have really been hurting us that badly. So I did not improve my odds by walking in the wrong direction. And here's our full free heal. Theodore claims he's just fine, but he's at 50 HP and poison, so I'm just going to throw it out there that Theodore has no idea what he's talking about. So while Theodore gets over being poisoned, let's take care of Kain's business. It looks like Kain has at least a little compassion left in him as he elects not to lead the zombie soldiers to their deaths. And while you might wonder why I'm not exploring and looting, the game won't even let me. We just have to come up here and talk to Edward, and you won't be permitted to do anything else. You'll see how that resolves itself in a minute. But I'm actually going to break the segment here because we have another one of those really dangerous forest encounters coming up. So with that, I'll see you guys next time.